In this video, I'm going to show you what I did to make my own stencil to create these clouds you see here. You ready? Let's go. All right. Well, this was my first attempt at some clouds using a stencil that I created myself. All right. So these are actually the little stencils that I created. All right. To create the clouds that you see here. But I'm going to show you how I did that. Um, I just took a piece of construction paper and I think this is more like a piece of cardstock, but you can use any type of paper that you feel as though is firm enough um, to be able to withstand. I don't think I would be able to use like a sheet of like notebook paper. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use that. But just a piece of paper that's kind of firm, that's going to be able to withstand you kind of like rubbing on it um, without like continuously folding up. So, and as you can see, I did not cut a straight line. Ooh, that's just, let me try again, y'all. Just a little bit, even though it doesn't have to be straight. It does not have to be straight. It could be crooked and you will be okay. All right. Now, in the beginning, I was trying to be all exact, but all you need to do is just make some little cloud, like, here's a big one. That would be like a big cloud representation. And then like some small ones. Now, I do say this. They did look better for me when I was trying to kind of like draw out, and I'll just say like the different cloud humps. But then after a while, I just got kind of tired of that. So I'll say this too. Like my first one's kind of like just ended abruptly, on the end. But I find that if I carry it at least all the way around on the end, then when I'm actually doing my little rub against it, it doesn't look so weird. It's kind of like the cloud just fell off the end. Woo, like nah, it's supposed to be fluffy all the way around, not end in a square. So I like the ones that were created, more in this manner. And I'm just going to go ahead and go to the end because that way that I can flip it either way and either side can be the stencil. But that's some poor looking clouds. But anyway, this is the side that I would use, okay? So since I've already created one on this, I'm going to use a different page. What book is this? This is Worlds of Wonder. I mean, they have so many backgrounds that you can do stuff on. Um, in these books, this is just a good book for me to use. You may have another book that you want to use, but I'm going to use this elephant, okay? So what I have here, and these are just the Timu knockoff. These are King Art gel stick crayons. Let me get one that still has a yeah, King Art mixed media gel sticks. You can use this. You can use pastels, like you shade the pastels and then you can like dot it with a cotton swab or whatever. But I'm gonna use these King Art gel sticks and my brushes. These are the brushes that I use. I've seen people use tissue, but this is how I did it, okay? So with my brushes, I just have one for every color, and that one looked like it got mixed up. Um, but I just have one for every color. So I think I'm going to use I think I'm just gonna use maybe like light blue and dark blue. Maybe I'll try that. And these are the Timu knockoffs of that. But I think I'm gonna use a light blue and a dark blue. Okay. So now this is the one that I just created. So let me find my little light blue. Let me use this one right here. My little light blue stick. And I'm just gonna take it and I'm just gonna rub it across. Okay. Rub it across. Now this is something that I wish I had did before, and I'm gonna do it now that I'm on camera. Let's just give it a little test across a piece of paper. Okay. Let me just give it a little test. Let me lay down a sheet of paper and just kind of give it a little test. All right. Let's give it a little test. Little test, little test. All right. I like the way that came out, so I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to take my stencil. All right. And I'm going to start in the corner here. Right here in the corner. I'm going to hold it down, trying to make sure that I am in frame here. That would be terrible. And I'm just going to hold it down and just rub where the little cloud hump is. I'm just going to call it a little hump, okay? And I'm just going to go back and forth. You could just kind of go around and around, but I'm just trying to hit that edge, the edge, okay? Right there, the edge, the edge. Okay? So right there. So when I lift that up, ooh, we have the appearance of the first little hump. So I'm just gonna hold this here, and I don't mind if I cover up the balloon because these can be erased, but I want the balloon to be covered up anyway. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. All right, there's a little hump. Okay, Crystal, don't. Okay, I didn't get a good result when I seesawed back and forth. I don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't get a good result. You may get one, but don't. I got a better result when I just kind of went to the edge and went ooh, around in a circle. It moved and went around in a circle. Okay, so now let's lift and see what happened. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, so where is it? Here we go again, and we're just going to go across, just doing this again and again. All right, here we go. Let's line it up. So since it's kind of like coming down, now I'm gonna kind of, just gonna bring it back up some. All right, I'm not really sure what this is gonna look like. There we go. I'm gonna bring it up some right here. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Around in a circle, around in a circle, around in a circle. And why do I keep saying that? Because I got to remind myself not to hatch across. Oh, Lord. Okay. Around in a circle, around in a circle. Let's see what it looks like. That actually connected pretty good. Because okay, so I will say this. This is my struggle. Like when I pick it up, getting them to connect, that's kind of like my struggle a little bit, like trying to figure that out exactly. Mm. And I have been like waiting to the very end to try to fix it. But like in the kitchen when I tell my kids, okay, clean as you go. So it's not like a big mess when you're done. I might want to fix it as I go, but we'll see. So that was with the light blue. Okay. And now I'm gonna use the darker blue. Let me find the brush that goes with the darker blue. I have a brush that goes with it. But let me just tell you this. You definitely want to use colors that are kind of like side by side because I did like orange and blue and it made a horrible brown. It messed the whole thing up. So yeah, that color wheel and theory and stuff like that really comes into play at this point. It really does because you don't want to put two colors together that are going to give you like a really not good result. So you know what? Because I can't find the dark blue brush, I'm gonna go with the purple. I'm gonna use what I have. Let me flip it over. Yep, that one's already used. So I'm gonna go with this dark purple because that's what I have right now, and I'm going with that. Okay. It's like okay, we don't want this video to be too long. All right, so here we go. Oh look, there's a purple one right there. And again, I'm rubbing this. Okay, in camera. Am I doing this in camera? There we go. Rubbing it on the top. Let me test it out on my little piece of paper first, just to make sure. Oh yeah, that's ready. That is definitely ready. All right. So I use that one for the blue. Okay. Now another mistake I made. Okay. This is me. Okay. You would never do this. You would never, ever, 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 ever. Let me fix the little curve on this one. I was trying to use the little things interchangeably. I'm like, look here, if it has purple on it, just stick with purple. It's a piece of paper. You have tons of paper around here. There's no paper shortage going on in your home, okay? Yeah, like I was just using whatever, it's like, okay, if there's already purple on your stencil, you might not want to use the same color because I didn't have a good experience. You may have a different experience, but I didn't have a good one when I did that, okay? I should have used, just like with these brushes, a different color for everyone. I should have did the same thing with the paper. That's how I ended up with that crazy brown spot in my beautiful clouds. But it's okay. Okay. All right, so let's see what this does. Keep going. Keep going. You know how they say sometimes it has to look ugly before it looks good? It's one of those things. Okay. Now, you might want to cut your little stencil out, more uniform. I'm that fly by the seat of the pants type of colorist. And then when the going might not get too great, then I'm like, oh man, let me try to fix that. Boom. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let me try to line this up right here because let's see if we can make this neat. I mean, because it's clouds, Crystal. Don't overthink it. All right, so that one came down. And we're just gonna go here with this one. Here we are. All right, so since I'm not trying to totally cover up the whole balloon, all right, I like it. Can y'all see how it's working out? It's working out. Um, so this is why I have some that are short because like this one that I made is long, okay, but I only want to go to a certain point on the balloon. So hence the reason why I have like some little ones, okay? So I'm going to use this little one right here. But of course, because I'm not trying to cover up the whole balloon, only going to take the blue so far. And I'm not going to touch the purple. Because where is blue? Okay, they beside each other. I'm like, where is blue and purple at on the color wheel? Okay, it's not even those. Okay, all right. This is how you got that blue or that crazy brown. Take your time. Do y'all have to do that sometime? Like check yourself. Like, wait a minute. There I go. I'm ready now. Okay. All right. So I am going to do the rest of this. Okay. Well, I'll keep the video going, but I'm going to speed the video up. How about that? Look at that. But I mean, guys, that's it. And it's all in how you want to, place the little cloud hump. That is it. All right. So I'm gonna come back. I'm not even gonna speed the video up. I'm gonna come back and you will get to see the final result. Be right back. All right. Well, this is the final result. Again, just taking that stencil that you saw me take or you saw me use. I'm trying to pick it up. Okay, that one's not going. Well, just these little stencils and just going back and forth, based on whatever color that you choose. Now, right now, I just kind of finished it off um, around the ends. You can see here, um, I kind of took the brush, and I went, down all the way down to kind of fill that in. And then I decided to take the purple brush and then just kind of like, brush it all the way down and around. And then also do the same thing at the top to kind of, create like he's already high in the clouds and he's flying away. So another thing that you can do to make the colors really pop is in the areas where it's like white space, take a white pen and color that area. So it'll make that really white and then the color will pop even more. One thing that I want to do or figure out how to do is I'm not really happy with like this like abrupt ending like right here that little and that could be I need to do better with my stencil, make it more curvy, but I really want to correct that or make that look different. But I really like what I have here. This may be the fifth time I've done this in my entire life. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. And I don't want to mix that too much, but just with those areas, that's what I want to work on. If I want to improve anything, it'll be these little hard endings right here. But I mean, I like it. I really do. So I definitely wanted to do this video on how I created the clouds because a lot of people are like, "Oh wow, how'd you do that? You made your own stencils?" Yes, I did. I just use these little things and boom, that's it. I've seen people you can use crayons. Let's say if you don't have these artex, these things right here, these gel sticks. If you don't have gel sticks, anything that lays down color, you can use. You can use that. So be creative. I use these gel sticks because I have them and it's an art supply that I need to use. but I also wanted to use chalk. I want to use crayons. I just want to try it with different things. I definitely want to try it with watercolor paint too. Yes. So tell me what you think. Will you do this? How do you think I can clean up these little sharp points? It's probably in how I made my little stencil. Or maybe you know what? I probably just need to focus on like right here and don't hit this little point there. That's probably what I need to do. Give me your thoughts. Input is always appreciated. Because again, y'all know I like to dive in head first. I ain't checked how deep the water is, but I'm not that crazy. But yeah, I just like to jump in and do things. But give me your thoughts. I'm really interested. All right. Well, stay tuned for the next video. All right, the next video is going to be about how I protect my pages when I'm using watercolor. All right. Like I always say, keep it foxy. Peace.